we need somebody's help to keep our guys healthy. But you just mentioned Jason Verrett. He's out for the season, Achilles tear. And I think we all, as 49er fans, and I'm sure that locker room is just sick. I saw something on Twitter that the whole locker room is not in good spirits from what I heard. So we're hoping that it doesn't have a letdown in this game. Like, not that that's even important with Jason Verrett's, where Jason Verrett's career comes down to it. But I just really feel for the guy. The guy has just tried to come back over and over and over again, and now he's stuck. How do you think that this is going to work out? Do you think this is the final straw for him, or do you think he's going to try and come back again?
That was the first, man, it's just tough. I thought I was extra emotional, more than a lot of other people, because I was actually doing a live show, and it's a trip, man. I was doing a live show. Bay Area Baller came on to my show, and he was asking me something along the lines, who's going to have a breakout game? And I started mentioning, the offense, whatnot. And then I started going in on Jason Verrett. I started just, hey, man, watch when he comes back. Teams are going to start trying to pick on him, yada, yada, yada. Long story short, as I'm hyping up Verrett, the news came through, and I just kind of couldn't believe it. I'm an emotional person, so I was kind of like a gut punch instantly. Like, whoa, I had to take a few breaths. I had to try to fight back a little bit of tears, because it just instantly hit, like, how, like you were saying, just how much he's went through. You go through one of those injuries, man, and that takes a lot of months. That's a lot of months. You go through 4 or 5 years of waiting and hoping and and just putting in work, and just, you know what I'm saying? So it just hit me like a ton of bricks, kind of. And but to getting past my emotions, looking at it from kind of the strictly football and from the 49er side and all those things. Like, I was looking at it like a few different ways. Like, all right, first off, he hasn't been playing for us already. So it's not like, it's more kind of like, hey, we were super hopeful he could give us a big punch, but he already hasn't been there. So it's not like, oh my God, what are we going to do? For me personally, I'm like, hey, Lenore's already kind of been playing. I know Mosley isn't there. Ambry has already did stuff last year. I know it's easy to say Ambry sucks when he hasn't had a lot of opportunity. You know what I'm saying? It's easy for fans to get riled up and, oh my God, this guy's trash or garbage. Like, I don't look at things like that. I look at it like, when it's the underdog, like, it feels like Ambry's the underdog right now. I'm kind of like, hey, watch out for the underdog. You know what I'm saying? Especially if his heart's in it and he's putting in the work. We can all sit here and say what we say and feel how we feel, but hey, he did good last year.
He did pretty well. He did pretty well down the stretch.
And we got to remember too, like,
in the playoffs too.
And he's a rookie. It's like, what kind of pressure are we really? It's like, what are we really? Not me or you, or just. But sometimes I look at some of the fans, like what are y'all doing? Maybe this is why I stayed off of social the past decade or two. Like. But so I look at Ambry like, hey, man, Ambry's been getting, this is his second year. This is Lenore's second year. I feel somewhat confident in it. And then we have Womack. Who knows how much we're going to be using Womack and whatnot. Here, I'm looking at this comment. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it first. It was Keltz. Why Verrett is out for the season. He jinxed him. Oh, man, Lord.
Just putting that load on your back.
Bro, I could not believe the timing of it. I mean, I'm over there. I had it in my not descriptions, but you put your titles on StreamYard, and I have it lined up how Verrett is back, bold prediction, and all this. And I don't know. Some people believe in jinxes and whatnot, but it sucks. But yeah, man, I feel good moving forward. It will be interesting to see if another injury happens. That's kind of my thing. when push comes to shove, if another injury happens to the cornerbacks, then what are we gonna do? Are we gonna, are the 49ers really confident with Thomas and Womack? And, might we see in the most desperate situation a Quantrez Knight, or are we gonna go sign? I've heard people saying AJ Bouye, if that's how you say his name. I've mentioned Joe Hayden since even the off season. Who knows if he's in shape or whatnot? As long as the name isn't Norman or Kirkpatrick, I think, hey, we might see Dante Johnson. Who knows, man? But
he's still on the team.
Yeah, man. It's just I think when you start spitting out these names, I think it feels worse than it is.
Yeah.
I think maybe a bigger concern might be if we could get Eric Armstead and hey, we heard Kyle Shanahan talk about Kinlaw. If we get that front, if we get our front solidified, if the D linemen, whether Kinlaw or Armstead, come back and stay back, because it's one thing to come back, but can they stay back and then can they produce? If we get that front seven rolling, hey man, we could put it together. I feel like just with Mooney Ward and CMC, I feel like just those two extra really good pieces, can we could really do some damage going forward, man. So I'm feeling, me personally, I'm feeling good, moving forward with what we got, but we'll see.